As they say around here, keep Austin weird. They're going to keep it electric today inside Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, home to the Longhorns. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Alabama Crimson Tide taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10.
Get out of here with a win, bro.
He'll start this drive firing. Gets it out fast. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The give. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Still running at the 40. Got a lot of running room. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn!
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Hand off from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Wow, what a big play by that defender. And how about the hit stick tackle? Whoa! That ball carrier's going to remember that.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
Makes the grab, gets the foot down. precision execution on that big play.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing the NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the foot.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown Tide. Coaches say, we can't play you if you don't do what you're coached to do. We also can't play you if you only do what you're coached to do. That was just a great instinctive play.
That's a lot of do's, so I don't know what to do. What do you want me to do? All I know is that guy's fast, and he continues to break tackles and make plays and scramble outside the pocket. He can do it all, so I don't know what to do.
And right down the middle. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Out of bounds at the 34, a productive job by the return team. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got...
And that pass is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! How about that D coming up with a play like that? This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On the run, it's Reese. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Now they'll try the right side. Crosses the 30, he's got to wait. Hit the afterburners, kid. The 20. He's at the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They'll line up for a second down play. Give to the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. To the air, it's Simpson. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
On second down, they'll take to the air. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. And that ball is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interceptions.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes that Alabama offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, to get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Looking to throw at Simpson. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Motion from the offense. Run in the red zone, it's Young. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Looks as if he's going to run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, they try to trick him. The holder wants to pass. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. By the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this up.
Oh, look out! He's at the 40. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball, let him go to work.
They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, Man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
The give to the tailback. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Quickly complete. Touchdown, Longhorn! What a catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that throw.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy in the offense?
Here he goes breaking the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. There's no getting around the fact that they have really scuffled in the first half of SEC play, and now the task is to try to turn it around.
Well, and a lot of times it requires shifting your goals, and this is not how you want it to start, but how can we win this week and take advantage of every opportunity we get, Jesse? So it hasn't been ideal, but there's still some talent, and you can still salvage some wins on the schedule.
Yeah, it's all about finishing the season strong, right? I think this team believes that in this last week, they were able to sort of reset their focus on doing exactly that. They believe they have the horses in the locker room to win games like this. This could be the momentum shift they need.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. USC went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Trojans in a statement win if there ever was one. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Movement here from the tight end. Right back to it. Across the 25, he's got room. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They'll go to the ground. They knock him down right there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. To the air. It's Manning. Getting some heat. He's got his man. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Leaves it with the running back. Can't get him to the ground. And runs through another one. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set. 1st down. Wide out in motion. He'll try the left side. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And in the final seconds of the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to reach for a long one and have to guide it in from the left side. 51 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here comes that Alabama offense. Hold and fire complete. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on 1st down. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Small game, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He'll pull it on the read. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. It's a fake. Looking left. And it's caught off the fake. First down.
Man, that is awesome. That gets the juices going. That gets everybody excited. You work on these fake punts all the time, but you don't call them all the time. But the coach saw something, executed it perfectly, called it at the right time, and got a shot in the arm, get some energy, snap it to the up back, completing the pass.
Fires into the end zone. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Smashes through. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. And another interception for the Crimson Tide. And Bama has a few ball hawks in this secondary. He might be putting old Hootie Ingram in the sights for his single-season interception record with 10.
Yeah, and it's hard to find DBs that are going to catch the ball consistently. When you get one, it's a nice day. But when you get two, it's a great day. You got a guy ball hawking the football, finding it, great big plays for this defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Just feeds the running back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Running for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Power football with the run. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Alabama pushing the tempo. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Texas offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Dropping back, it's Manning. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
On third down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
After the misfire, it's second down. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Quarterback checking off. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
They'll try the right side. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Quickly out to the tight end. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oklahoma is trailing, but don't tell me this team can't come back. I once saw Jalen Hurts lead the Sooners back from 28-3 down. We'll see what they're made of today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Iowa State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
Man, you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Maybe they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. He runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Wide receiver shows motion. The hand to the running back. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
They'll put the tight end in motion. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Line getting set on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Open space at the 25. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
They're working that left side. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Turning to the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Texas! They move on top here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
They move the tight end all over. Dropping back, it's Manning. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Alabama offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable in that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
On second down, just keeps firing. Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wideout, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. They'll try to pick up the first. Shakes off the tackler. At the 40, there he goes. All kinds of running room. The 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish, a 70-yard run to the end zone. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Using his legs, it's Baxter. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
They ran it on first down, now on second. Quarterback will audible. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Buys a little time. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. They'll run it from the gun. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
The Longhorns line up to punt it away. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Makes a move. Found a little run room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. Oh, the ball squirts out. The defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. Ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Reese. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. Now on 2nd down. To throw, it's Manning. Looking for a deep man. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Passing situation, what do I want to do? I want to bring more guys that can cover guys on the outside. Nice job by this defense, running the dime package, more DBs on the field to match up with all these speedy wide receivers.
Okay, ready? 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's going for the big play. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll throw it on 1st down. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's... If anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Caught near the sideline, it's Williams. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Timeout is called with just a single second left. This is the game-winning play. Win it or lose it on this field goal attempt. And the kick is good. He is once, twice, 3 times the kicker, and this one for the game. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you